insect life in the galaxy. Claws, the grandmaster of misery. Blaze, dangerous, disgusting, and despicable. Is there a guardian in the universe who dares stand up to this show of flaws? I didn't think so. Monster GoBots, each sold separately, new from Tonka.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees, and over the tar pits and found the jungle treasure. It was really neat.
If you haven't met Pitfall Harry, you're missing the year's most incredible video game adventure. Pitfall for the Atari 2600 and in television.
Since I met Pitfall Harry, no other man will do.
Pitfall, designed by David Crane for Activision.
See you later, Chef. The game's 13 Dead-End Drive. Someone will inherit a fortune, but everyone's dying to bump you off. The first out of 13 Dead-End Drive wins. 13 Dead-End Drive.
Wowee, recycling works.
It's Chrome Dome, the foot mechanized warrior.
We've got him outnumbered, dudes.
Not so fast, turtle scum. No, it's that trashed-out Wiggler the worm with his disgusting worm-eaten smile. And Dirtbag, the mutated miner prospecting for trouble with his jackhammer. And now, if that weren't enough, here comes Ground Chuck, the foot's mutated bull is a walking arsenal. But nothing frightens the turtles.
That's a lot of bull.
From Playmates.
There are like millions of them, Solar Fox. Like, what are we gonna do?
Don't worry. Solar Fox, the new video game where speed and strategy are all you have to fly through 26 changing solar fields. And if you're really fast,
Awesome.
you'll skip ahead to even tougher fields.
Really cool.
Solar Fox from CBS Electronics,
Can I drive now?
where the excitement never ends.
In Jurassic Park, it's survival of the quickest, and that's doubly true in Tiger's new Jurassic Park handheld game. But that shouldn't worry you. I mean, what's a few globs of the Spitter's poison venom going to do? And if a pack of ravenous, gut-ripping raptors close in, you can always get up in a tree. Anyway, it's just a game. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's not as if the razor-toothed T-Rex is really going to jump out of the bushes in your own backyard. Jurassic Park, the handheld game. New from Tiger. Batteries not included.
Introducing TurboGrafx-16, the next generation video game system. It's 4 times faster, so the games are more exciting. There are almost 10 times as many colors, so the arcade quality graphics are even more intense. And you can expand your system with a CD player for CD games with sound effects that are turbocharged.
Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet. Ooh. Thank you.
What? Why do you have a cupcake?
Because, folks, I have survived my first hurricane.
Oh, my God.
So I deserve to be celebrated.
Congratulations? What'd you wish for?
I deserve this. No more fucking hurricanes.
No more fucking hurricanes? How was it?
Oh, well, anyway, folks, this is the best show on the internet. Welcome to Brain Wreck. We are the only recipient of the Wooden YouTube Award.
Oh, wait, what did I buy?
Oh, what'd you buy?
I don't know. I'm just now realizing that this beer I bought, I don't actually know what it is.
Oh, it's surprise beer.
Surprise beer. It's...
Oh, okay.
It tastes like summer if you left it out for a couple of hours.
Oh, so that would be my 4th of July.
Oh.
Which we're going to get into.
Oh, okay.
But first,
cool.
folks, I deserve this.
You're really going to do this right now.
What's
going on here?
Mazel tov.
What happened? Oh no. My head's not that small. What am I doing? So you
That's what you fucking get for having a snapback, you piece of shit.
Fuck you. Snapbacks are cool.
Snapbacks sucked. They're the worst part of the 90s.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of bad things that happened in the 90s.
That was delicious.
There was that guy that killed those people.
OJ?
Yes, actually. I was literally referencing OJ.
Were you? I would have gone with Timothy McVeigh.
I mean, there was also Timothy McVeigh. There was a lot of people who killed a lot of people in the 90s. The 90s were kind of fucked up when you really break it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Have we gotten to a point yet where we romanticize the 90s kind of like we did with the 80s? Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
No, we're definitely getting there. Like the fashion's coming back.
Is it? I mean, I don't know fashion, case in point.
No, overalls and neon is back in style.
I mean, neon's not bad, although I do feel... See, here's the thing. I realized the other day that I do need to have a more mature attire for certain things.
Okay.
Or at the very least, just plan strategically. I told Christy that I'm gonna essentially pack myself a bug out bag for my car that's just filled with like different outfits.
Make sure you get a turtleneck.
Dude, I live in Texas. I don't need a turtleneck.
Yeah, but it works with like most occasions.
No.
Like you could wear a turtleneck to a funeral. You could wear a turtleneck to a wedding. You could wear just to a business meeting.
I mean that's I mean, and plus, it's good in the winter because, the heat escapes in the neck.
Right.
No, you don't. Never grow up. Okay, listen. Maybe I'll
sounded nice.
Let me rephrase my earlier statement. I need to just be more cognizant of how I look. Because the other day we went out to do some furniture shopping. It was actually our 4th of July. It's how we spent the day.
All right, well, let's get right into it.
And it was a little bit warmer than we had thought. I checked the temperature and it was like, oh, it's 82. It's a cold one today. So I wore sleeves. And I don't have a lot of shorts. I didn't take advantage of that link you sent me, unfortunately.
Right.
Missed another sale.
You did not.
I did not.
Sir, what are you doing with your life?
I'm buying furniture for my home so that we have a place to sit.
You could get 4 pairs of shorts for $30. What are you doing?
I mean, that's actually a really good deal. So I was like, I'll wear this, and this, go out. The problem, though, is like midway through the day, because like I sweat and I just look like I'm the type of person who sweats, especially if I'm wearing sleeves in Texas. I didn't do my hair, so I was wearing a backwards hat, and because all my hats are too big and I can't wear them, normal. Dude, don't even get me started. I can't wear flat brimmed hats.
Right. Okay.
Which this is actually a flat. I can wear a flat brim hat backwards. If I wear it forwards, I look like I'm a 5-year-old. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we go out. We get like halfway through the day, and the shirt I'm wearing apparently decided to grow a size. So I'm wearing like a super baggy shirt, a hat that's too big, just baggy shorts, and I catch myself in the mirror. And I'm like, I look fucking dumb right now. It was a mess, and so I need to be more cognizant and more aware of what I am wearing. I mean, I can wear shit like this all day,
Right.
I got a great Ghostbusters shirt without sleeves, which I tend to wear out, but Yeah.
Yeah, hold that thought for a second. Keep ranting.
What?
I gotta go for a second.
Okay. Anyways, so this was abrupt. So yeah, this was actually our first 4th of July. Oh, you know what? Oh wait, I've got the fucking space to do this now. We're going wide.
Well, I said just for a second, Jesus. You know, I'm
Well,
not one of those people that leaves people hanging.
Well, I thought I was gonna have a moment here. Like this was gonna be my big
I mean,
break.
you didn't have to bring me back. Like,
but I mean, like you were.
Oh, and you were muted, but while you're by yourself, apparently. Oh.
I hate this show.
Folks, it is the best show on the internet. If you're not subscribed, you're a fool.
But as I was saying, this was our first real 4th of July here in Texas. I gotta say, I didn't really feel very festive.
No?
No. Because listen.
In Texas?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Were there guns?
There may have been.
Okay.
There were a lot of booms in the night.
Were there pickup trucks with obnoxious American flags?
Actually, yes, there were.
Okay, what fucking more do you want?
I mean, well, like I did like I could go out and be like, oh, there's a lot of festive stuff, but like I didn't feel festive. I was like, listen, we need couches. We got stuff on delay. We've got nowhere to sit. So like we went out. We actually bought a couple of sofas. Bought a pull-out.
Trying to take advantage of some sales.
I guess, you know, we basically were walking into places being like, what do you have that's available now? And they were like, we've got this. And we're like, we'll take it.
Oh, so you bought something?
Oh, yeah. We bought 3 sofas. Well, we bought a sofa.
3 sofas?
We bought a sofa, a matching love seat.
Okay.
And a pull-out couch for the guest room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know.
Solid.
But yeah, so it was a busy day. We had some dinner because we're like, we gotta fucking eat at some point, you know.
Gotta eat.
And then I was like, we should go do something because we're adults and it's 4th of July.
It's the 4th.
And we should do something. So we went and saw Fast 9. We went and saw Fast 9. Brother, I need you to watch these movies.
I don't want to.
No. You don't know that you want to yet. That's the thing. You want to watch them. You just don't know it yet. I am telling you.
I don't understand.
Like, there have been movies that have been made. Okay? This was a fucking movie. This was like everything and anything you can imagine.
Oh, okay.
It was, I don't even really know how to describe it. But
how was Cena?
Not terrible. Oh,
it's not a movie.
It's not a movie. It is an experience.
Did he apologize to China in it?
No, I think they had that covered already. But yeah, dude, it is. We need to find some time to sit down and make sure that you watch these because it's only going to enhance your life. I mean, believe me, like it's going to change.
Bro, I don't need any enhancement.
I'm
quite adequate.
Listen, when your life is moving a quarter mile at a time, you're gonna be like, "Wow, I can't believe I've been missing out on this my whole life." Like they, yeah. And then
what to see about that?
So we saw that fucking phenomenal. Came home, and I think I texted you this. was like a goddamn war zone in our neighborhood. Like,
that's the Texas
this
4th of July celebration.
So,
I'm looking
and I
for.
think I mentioned this. It was either on last week's show or one of the other shows that we've done. Subscribe to this channel. We got so much content coming out. But the main road that you go down to get to our house, it's just fireworks stand, fireworks stand, fireworks stand. These motherfuckers were sold out.
Oh, they're sold out.
Oh my God.
So
driving past them, and just empty shelves. Goddamn Birdman. Empty shelves. And now, like, there had been some stuff going off, like, throughout the week and whatnot, and you know, we were expecting fireworks to be going off in the neighborhood. Well, I mean, it's a 4th of July. It's gonna happen, you know. What we didn't expect was, like, every block there to just be like mortars going off and sparks and flames and smoke like everywhere, like flares. Like, we pulled down this one side road, which we always take to get to our house, and we literally could not go through it. Because there's just open flames in the middle of the road with sparks shooting out of them. And I'm like, I don't want to drive over that. And I don't know how long it's going to go on for.
You got a gas tank.
I got a gas tank, you know. I mean,
Maybe you had a Tesla.
Maybe I should have gone over. I mean, we did just go see Fast 9, and like I could have done some cool shit.
Oh, you could have lived your dream, brother.
Fuck, Christy, we missed out on a great opportunity. But like,
you never
literally,
say no to an opportunity.
What's that?
You never say no to an opportunity.
You should never say no to an opportunity. Try it out. Give it a shot. Had to drive like to the opposite side of the neighborhood just to loop around and cut through to finally get to our, and then just all night long. Actually, it was like midnight, 1 o'clock, which I was surprised by, but I was like, oh, everybody clearly just ran out of fireworks.
Oh, well, yeah.
Wasn't thrilled about it. I'm not going to lie.
Which is interesting because, like, you don't even have dogs.
Don't have dogs. Or anything. But I like to sleep. And I haven't slept in like a month.
Right.
And like we got home and I was like, all right, it's like good to go to bed now. And it's just like every 5 minutes. And I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking sleep. Can't sleep.
You get some headphones, brother.
It would not have mattered. Like literally, like 2 houses down, we're setting them off. Like, and they were loud.
You know what would have helped you? Some Raycon earbuds.
They're not sponsored yet, but if they want to, I'll definitely try some out.
If they want to,
a good set of earbuds.
Next 4th, you know.
By next 4th. So yeah. So that was our 4th. Wasn't very festive. Wasn't very eventful. Although we got some shit done. We also finally got curtains up so my neighbors can stop seeing my dick.
Well, that's good. You know, it's funny because I was just saying to myself and the wife, we need some curtains in our living room because you can see right in.
I know.
And currently in our living room there is a couple mannequins.
Oh.
And we did for a little while had the mannequin propped up in our front window. It is a tall mannequin, so like just the ass was showing.
Okay.
Which I don't think, you know, is a good message to send to your new neighbors. Just to have a giant ass in the front window of the new neighbor's home. So we're like, yeah, we should get some.
It's not a great look.
It's not a great look. But I also just set up my music room, which you can also see from the front window. So like, yeah, I probably shouldn't like have a bunch of guitars just kind of hanging on the wall, available for sight kind of thing. So yeah, we're in the same boat. We gotta get some window treatments. As they say,
they're fucking expensive.
Fucking A, dude.
Like,
I got some for the kids' room. I got some blinds for the kids' room, and we went to the Home Depot.
Right.
And they have the cut your own blinds. Like basically you just get however long you need, and then they'll cut the width to whatever size your fucking window, because we had an odd shape because nothing in this fucking house was built to code. So like everything's all fucking wanky and janky and stuff. I mean, it's Florida. What
is anything like Florida's not even built to code?
That's a fair.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
People are like, what code?
There's no
code
codes
of the road?
here.
What are we talking about?
Codes don't exist. Codes are something the liberals made. Don't know if you know that.
I believe it. So we went to Home Depot and got the blinds cut, and we're like, we need 47 inches.
Right.
And the guy's like, all right, cuts it, bring it home. It's 48 inches. I'm like, motherfucker, these don't work. Bring it back to Home Depot. Hey, asshole.
Yeah.
I need to cut to 47 inches. You cut to 48. And he goes, no, I didn't. I go, do I need to get a fucking measuring tape?
Like what are your measuring tapes? And I'll show you.
I will show you. But the thing is, like, he had also been trying to get pussy in the aisle. So, like, he was a little distracted.
Sure.
Eventually we got all to work out. But, like, it was still 2 extra trips to Home Depot. They're expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I just want what I paid for, man.
Right.
I just want what's owed to me. I put my hard-earned money down. Like this cupcake. Like I survived an Armageddon of a storm. So like I deserve a cupcake. I just want what's mine.
Was it that bad?
So let me get into the fourth first.
Okay. Because I feel like there's not much coming on that.
So we did probably the most American thing you can do in Florida. When it comes to the 4th of July, we went to the goddamn beach.
Oh, there you go.
Went down to good old Clearwater Beach, Florida. Our favorite beach by far.
Sure.
It's just immaculate. And it's got fantastic shops and white sands and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Plus, my wife's mother lives there.
Sure.
So, like, it's like you go there and we're like, we're going to have a barbecue. All the family's going to come out. Like, my mom went. And then my sister and brother-in-law stayed home to be with the dogs. Because, like, explosions and dogs don't really work out too well.
They never get along.
Exactly. So, we went down to Clearwater Beach with my mom. And we met up with my wife's mom. And we're like, all right, we're going to go to the beach. Gonna have beach day. We should probably have an umbrella, maybe a chair or two. And then I'm like, you know what? No, we should get one of them pop tents.
Pop tent.
You know, like a canopy tent.
Oh yeah.
Thing. You know, that'd be a good thing to have on the beach. So on the way down, it's like an hour drive. So on the way down, we stop at a Target. And this was the biggest fucking Target I've ever seen in my life. It was a super Target where not only was it a Target, it had the produce section separately, and then inside there was a separate store for the liquor. So like it was a super Target.
Dope. Okay.
So we go in, we find a pop-up tent, get some beach snacks, that sort of thing, and then finally hit the road. We get to the beach, set up, and the wife's mom's like, all right, I'll meet you at the beach. And I'm like, but we're all here together. Like, we drove like an hour.
Right. Where are you going?
To be here. And she's just like, well, it's a little early for me. I'm like, yeah, but you live here. Like we came all this way. But whatever. You know, we're going to go to the beach. So we get down to the beach, set up the tent, which is a pain in the fucking ass because, like, there's no instructions. You know, it's collapsible. It folds up. There's like 24 stakes to put in the fucking sand. Like, there's all sorts of things. Finally get it up, though. Get that going. Get the chairs set up, everything. Getting everything ready. And then, you know, we're just relaxing. And then the kids are like, let's go in the water. And I'm like, do we have to? And they're like, yeah.
Like the whole point of going to the beach, going to the water.
Well, the thing is, like, there's shit in the water. Like,
there's shit on the beach.
Well, right, but you can see that shit. Like, it's like, okay, so like when you go to the beach, like you gotta do the stingray shuffle.
Okay.
You gotta when you're walking into the ocean, you gotta shuffle your feet in case the fuckers are buried in the sand.
Okay, yeah.
And so like that, so like you gotta do that, but then there's fucking seashells in there, so like you're shuffling your feet, but you're scraping your feet against the fucking seashells.
Right.
So like you're getting all sorts of shit on your feet, and then you're in the ocean, and you're like, the kids are like jumping over the waves, you know, and you're like, whoa, this is fun.
Do you not like the ocean?
So, no, it's great. And then
I don't know about that.
So
That was very convincing.
Jumping over the waves, and then like something brushes up against your leg and you scream like a little girl, and then you realize it's just seaweed and not a dead fish or something, or an octopus or an eel or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
you know, those things can get you.
Mm.
And then, you know, we do that a couple times, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then finally we're like, all right, we're going to go get some lunch. You know, we're a bit famished. You know, it's hot. It's hot out here. Let's go get some lunch. And we're just about to kind of pack it up and go get some lunch when the wife's mother starts walking out towards us on the beach. And we're like, oh, mother. Okay. So
I feel like your plans like didn't really go on a
oh no, I mean
on schedule.
That was kind of the thing. The nice thing though is I am a person who is a planner. I plan things out. I like a schedule. You know.
Okay.
But this day, the 4th of July, we were just like, you know what? We're going to the beach, and whatever happens, happens. Like we weren't really making any type of plan. So like, I wasn't upset or anything like that. You know, like we're just kind of going with the flow today, kind of thing. But the problem is that like because she came out when she did and she just got there, that left me out on the beach for 7 hours. Which is fine, except that I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care how much sunscreen you apply to yourself. If you're on the beach for 7 fucking hours,
right,
you're coming back roasted.
Didn't you have a tent though?
Didn't matter. It did not matter. I was under the tent.
Right.
We applied sunscreen before we left to the beach. We applied sunscreen again midday.
Right.
On everybody. Everybody was burnt to fucking, and it was 50 proof. Like it went.
What?
No,
so
30.
What is it? The higher you go, the more protection there is.
Yeah, basically like 100 is like paste. Like you're just smearing white paste on yourself at that point.
Too bad you didn't get any of that Hawaiian tropic.
See, I was thinking, you know, maybe I can get a little tan out there, brother.
You got to get that good brother tan.
I was looking to get a good brother tan. I came back as Porky fucking Pig. Like I was just pink as fuck, and I was hurting, and I had goosebumps, and like to the point where we finally left, which was about 5. So we got there somewhere around 10:30ish, like actually on the beach itself, and then we were back at the wife's mom's house by like 6 o'clock. So like we were out there all fucking day. And so like by the time we got back and I changed into my other clothes, like I just had to put a hoodie on because I'm like, I don't want anything to touch me. And I'm just hurting that bad.
It's the worst.
And you know me and sunburns. Like I got a phobia. Like I got a thing against sunburns.
You do have a phobia. I forgot about it. And you were out there all day. Oh my God. Who are you?
I was like, you know what? I need to get that Florida base tan. That was my.
That's right. Yeah, you haven't been working on your base Florida tan.
I haven't been working on my base Florida tan, so I was like, this is the perfect opportunity. It's America's birthday.
Yeah,
like you know,
just soak yourself in vodka and get that tan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, so I got my ass burnt, and then at the end of the night, we're like, all right, we're gonna go down to the pier. And you know, usually at the pier they got like all sorts of like street vendors and performers, and we're like, you know what, some assholes are gonna be setting off fireworks on the beach, even though they're not supposed to. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
As you do.
Like we go down there and like none of the vendors are out, and none of the street performers are there.
Why?
And nobody knew.
COVID.
We're like, I mean, I would assume,
but I thought you didn't have COVID in Florida. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a thing anymore. It's just not.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you ask, I suppose. But like, so none of that was there. So that was a little disappointing. And then, so we got the kids ice cream, and while they're eating their ice cream, we were like watching them shooting some fireworks off at the beach. But there's one fucking asshole. This one, you know, it only takes one, folks. It takes only one to ruin the party for everybody, you know. And this one asshole decided it would be a good fucking idea. He wanted to go see some fireworks. So he decided to take his 2 pit bulls with him to the beach.
What? No.
So every time a fucking firework went off, they went crazy. And then because they were spooked, anybody that walked by them, they would lunge at them like they were going to fucking attack them.
And people already have a phobia about pit bulls as it is.
Right? And so like I'm up on the pier.
Right.
So like he's down
So
on
you're
the
just
sand,
watching
I'm up
it
on
happen.
the pier. And I'm just watching. I'm just like, this is irresponsible.
It is irresponsible.
Somebody should really do something about that.
Yeah. Man, it's Florida,
Ooh,
so
green.
nothing's going to happen.
Ooh, sparkles.
Sparkle.
You know,
Ooh.
that's basically how that went.
Yeah.
Was COVID ever a thing in Florida? We got here like halfway. Like, so like I can't say it wasn't ever. It hasn't been since we got here.
So you can
Take
only,
that for what it is.
base it on what you know.
Life experiences.
Right.
You know? So that was my and then to end the story, so we watched the fireworks and the kids were all like, oh, and it wasn't anything spectacular. Like it was just, one at a time, very slowly shooting them off. But we had an hour, it was an hour drive there, but going home, it's going to take 2 hours because of the traffic.
Oh, traffic. Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody's leaving the beach. So you're going to get stuck on the
Was
bridges.
it packed?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's more of a touristy location. So
oh, fuck
that
yeah.
would be the place you go. And then like the hometowns are just sort of vacant.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And like pretty much anybody from Tampa over was going to the beach.
Which
like,
I guess Austin is kind of Austin. I think Austin gets rather light during like holiday stuff. Like day of the holiday. I mean, like 4th of July seemed pretty like the restaurant we went to. We were like, hey, can we get a table for 2? And then they were like, it's going to be like a half an hour. And I look around and I'm like, half this place is empty. But okay, can we sit at the bar? And they were like, yeah, you can sit at the bar. I'm like, then we're going to the bar.
We're going to the bar.
But then like the movie theater there was maybe 25 people in there.
Wow.
Yeah, like it was super, and it's usually a busy area. And like the area we went to for the theater, on most occasions, it's a hopping area. So it was pretty dead. And I was like, interesting.
I bet you everyone went to Dallas.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Trying to figure it out, man.
I mean, listen, it's been so many years later, and they're still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to figure it out. JFK, what happened? Who knows the truth? Maybe the accident files will figure it out.
Oh, we will. Coming to you possibly this weekend. We'll see.
Be prepared and be scared.
More at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But so we were driving home, and we told the kids, like, we left the pier kind of early, right as they were kind of starting. We're like, oh, we're gonna drive home, and don't worry, you're gonna get to see fireworks out the window of the car
on the highway. Okay.
On the highway
we
while
saw
we're
those.
driving. Yeah, and the thing was, like, we didn't disappoint by saying that.
No.
Because the whole fuckers were pulled off on the side of the road at the bridge, just lighting it up.
What?
Yeah, it was fucking wild. Like, they were just lighting up. Like, cause kind of on the side of the bridges is like a little beach area, like a really small little beach area that you can pull into. So, and you can't like swim off of it. It's basically more for fishing than anything.
Okay.
So they were pulled off there, and they were shooting the fireworks over the fucking bridge to the other side. So like you're like driving the car, and you're like going underneath fucking fireworks that are exploding
that could
overhead,
be hazardous, but kind of cool.
In bumper to bumper traffic.
Oh, okay, great.
So
wonderful.
like yeah, so there's
so
fucking nothing
if
you can
one
do
goes
about
haywire and comes straight down, hopefully you've got a hard top.
Needless to say, there was multiple points where one lane traffic had to pull over for fire trucks to get by. So that was an adventure.
Kind of tells you what you need to know right there.
Exactly. So, we got our asses beat up at the beach. Saw some fireworks, but the mother-in-law and her boyfriend made some killer food. They did like a slow cooked bratwurst in beer, like slow cooked it in beer, and
Beer
then
brats,
finished
yeah.
it off on the grill. Oh, it was amazing.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay.
So there was that.
Well, hey, look at you. Yeah, we didn't really do. I mean, like we went and we had some. We did like a small little cookout with some friends. What was it? Saturday? I don't even know what day it is. What's today? The 7th? Fuck. Jesus.
Sure.
I don't know. I've been in like a loop for the past month.
Oh, you're like Bill Murray?
Oh my god, maybe that's what it is.
Oh, there was one part about the beach I forgot to mention.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of funny. So we're sitting there at the beach, and mostly what you do at the beach is you just people watch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's the majority of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we're watching this like tent that's like 2 or 3, other tents away, so you don't have a clear view. And whatever's happening, there's 4 guys standing there, but we can't see their heads. Like, we can only see their bodies and what they're wearing. And Blakely K goes to me, she goes, any one of these dudes could be Kevin.
The fuck does that mean?
And I was looking at him, I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong. Like, there could be 4 Kevins just having the most Kevin conversation right in front of us.
What
here at the beach.
what does that look like?
Well, one of them was wearing like one of those like 80 crop tops, tank tops with like basically like 80s wrestler.
Okay.
That you could imagine.
Okay, yeah. I would wear that.
I forget what that another guy was wearing. It was, one guy was wearing a button-down baseball jersey with a fanny pack.
Okay.
And
okay, fair. Continue.
And then I think another dude was one dude was just in regular shorts. I forget what the other guy was wearing, but like it was like 4 dudes where I was just like, this was like the different phases of Kevin. They're like you could all a very colorful button down.
A very colorful button down. I have a number of those. I actually sort of let the boat sail on that one. I had a couple of them in my cart this past weekend, but I was like, you know what? Nope. As a man, I had to buy a couch.
You had to buy a couch. You had to sacrifice.
Yeah,
we all have to sacrifice. Times are tough.
Times are tough, man. Like fucking.
And my dog just shit her pants. Holy fucking Christ! Jesus, it is awful. Like I can't move. Like I'm stuck doing this show. I'm suffering for you.
Wait, it just shit right in front of you.
Well, I think she ripped one, but like she's been getting in the cat food lately, and like so we switched up his food because we can't find his food here. So like we had to like switch over to something, and we don't normally give him seafood. We usually just do chicken because like the wife only does poultry, so we're like, well, the cat.
Okay, yeah,
same thing, So like, but we had to give him some fucking salmon, some goddamn tuna, whatever. But the dog's been getting into it. And it is not sitting well with her.
Oh.
Very clearly.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
See, our cats really love the seafood. They just.
Well, you guys eat sushi and shit. So
well, we eat sushi. We actually had salmon tonight for dinner. So it makes sense. They really don't like the chicken too much. Anything poultry, bird. They're not really that into. I mean, unless it's treats. Like they're kind of a couple of assholes still. One of them fell down the stairs today. It was actually kind of funny.
This is true. Not all dogs are smart. They all go to heaven though. So
that is true. But like while our
Can you believe that was a fucking kids movie? Can you believe that shit?
What the fuck was it? I saw a thing on Twitter the other day about what the fuck was that? About all cats are demonic though, 100%. I think one of them just had a demonic fit out there a second ago. Dude, kids movies are fucked up. Like I just saw a thing. I just saw a thing on Twitter the other day from Shrek, where there's like a thing in Shrek, right, where like earlier in the movie when like the dude is like capturing all the characters
right
and whatnot, there's a scene where there's a mama bear and a papa bear in a cage, and then a baby bear in the cage.
Right.
And later in the movie, there's a scene where like all the characters are sitting around a fire. There's a papa bear and the baby bear. And then there's a scene later on in the movie where I think it's somebody's bedroom, and then there is a bearskin rug.
Oh fuck!
And it is that. What the fuck is going on right now? And it is that mama bear, 100%.
Jesus.
Yeah,
they went dark with it.
So and people wonder why we're all fucked up. But yeah, like we realized that we have a bug problem.
A bug problem.
And so, well, I'll say it because, like, so, I mean, we've got the cats. The cats are, we're not sure yet if they're the type that would go after bugs. We know one of them just likes to play with them. Like, he's always looking for a friend. Which is fine. You know, because a lot of times, like, he'll see a little bug and he'll just, like, kind of bat it and whatnot. And we're like, dude, like, just fucking eat it or step on it or something.
Right.
You know, but, like, we've been getting, like, fucking huge, like, the biggest grasshoppers you'd ever see in our garage.
Grasshoppers?
Oh, yeah. Like fucking big honking motherfuckers.
In the chat, most Disney movies have become a waste of brain cells for adults lately. I mean, it depends. Like that Onward movie was fucking awful. I hated that movie. But like if you didn't cry at Coco, I don't have to tell you. Like that's some shit.
I mean,
Frozen 2 might be the worst movie ever.
That was pretty dumb. But anyways, like we've been getting these big fucking grasshoppers out in the garage, and I was like, shit, like. Because Christy mentioned the other day, she was like, "Should we get an exterminator?" And I was like, "No, like we don't have a problem." And then like not 5 minutes later, not 5 minutes later, I was like, "Yeah, like maybe we should." Because like, dude, we've also got these like big fucking wasps, and then there's like a mouse shitting all over our back patio, and then I found a black widow spider in the fucking garage.
A black widow,
dude. Okay, like.
Are you sure?
Bro, 100%. I did not know black widows could be found in America. I don't know why. I just
wait. You didn't think they were in America?
I have never
land of the free, home of the brave.
Never seen a black widow spider in my life. Only heard about.
No, you're from fucking Central New York.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't get those fucking crazy motherfuckers. Like, you know.
No.
Like, we get skunks and shit. Like, I mean, everybody gets skunks, but, like, didn't know that, like, you could just get a black widow spider. Like, I thought it was an Australian thing, you know? Termites aren't a problem in log cabins, are they? Yeah. Guess it depends on, you know, how big. Like, I figured it was an Australian thing because every bug in Australia wants to kill you. And
well, yeah, but like Texas is the Australia of America.
That's a very fair assessment. I'm not going to lie. Because it was like Monday, I think. I was chasing down a grasshopper because it was just like chilling in my garage. So I was like trying to kill it.
As you fucking do.
As you fucking do. I'm like, it's gonna get in. I got like the fucking, you know, I got the club.
Did you ever play that fucking board game as a kid where you put the grasshoppers down and then it's like a suction cup and then it like springs up and you gotta fucking catch it with the net? You remember that shit?
Ants in the pants?
No, that's different.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. There's fucking ants everywhere from that fucking cupcake. Holy fucking God.
So like I'm going around and so like in the corner of our garage door, like there's a gap about, I don't know, maybe like yay big, and it goes back, and then there's like a little space that goes straight to the outside. I'm like, those like fucking assholes, they never filled that in. So like, I go and I'm like, I'm gonna get some tin foil, crumple it up, put it in that hole. Problem solved. What?
Well done.
I mean, listen, it's malleable. You can put it in tight spots. It's going to keep things out. Cats hate it. What more could you ask for?
and they can't get their minds read.
Can't get their minds read.
So-
Exactly. So as I'm getting ready to do this, I look down and there's a web because there's a fucking grasshopper yay big just spun up in the web.
Bergman with the facts.
For what it's worth, black widows are more common in warmer areas, but can be found Southern Ontario. Okay, that's sure. And I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like, there's a grasshopper, and then I look a little bit closer because it's it's dark, it's night,
Right.
and there's like this big fucking spider, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a spider, and the spider's just chilling there, and I'm looking at it, and it's got it's got red markings on it.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, oh, that's a big motherfucker. I'm like, well, just having a late night snack. You know what? I'm not trying to get into it right now. Spider, you're cool.
Judge, you know,
you go ahead. Just do your thing. I fill the hole with the tinfoil. Turn the lights off. Go back inside.
As you would.
And I'm like, I go to Christy. I'm like, there's a big fucking spider out there. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's just like chomping on a grasshopper. She's like, okay, what'd you do with it? I'm like, nothing. I'm just it's eating. Next day, I go out. I'm pulling in the garbage cans. And I'm like, yeah, Christy was not thrilled about it. And I'm pulling it, I'm getting the garbage cans like situated and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, there's that fucking spider. And it is like on the grasshopper. And I'm like, oh, it's going to town on it. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, those are kind of like interesting red markings. And it's like, I get my phone.
He's curious.
So I get, as you do, I get my phone out, zoom in on the lens. I get down low and I take a photo, and because I kind of get around the side that I can't see, take a photo. I look at my photo, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know that logo.
It's Marvel.
I'm like, that's a Marvel movie.
Just released.
And I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, no. I'm like, this isn't a black. I'm like, black widows are only in Australia. Quick Google search, spider with red markings on it, and it's like I forget exactly what it referred to it as, but as I clicked on it and read further, it's like also known as a black widow, and I'm like, oh shit, this could be a problem.
Right.
So I shut the garage door and I go back inside. And I go up to Christy and I'm like, yo, no shit, there's a black widow spider out in the garage. Remember that spider I was telling you about last night? Yeah, that's a black widow.
Remember Herb? My friend Herb that I just getting a late night snack?
And then she was like, you need to kill that now. And I'm like, what? She goes, if it gets in and it bites the cat, it's gonna kill the cats. And I was like, well, the last known death in the United States due to a black widow spider was 1983. And she's like, it's a cat. I'm like, that's a very fair point. So I go back out there. Have you guys seen Ace Ventura White Devil meme? Priceless. Yeah, I know the movie.
I haven't seen it.
And I'm like, okay, I'm wearing basketball shorts, so I go and I put on some pants.
Okay,
as you do, because listen, I've seen Spider-Man. You try to flick these things away, it's gonna go right to you.
Right. And then you get powers.
And then you get powers. And I didn't think I was gonna get powers from this. So I get my shoes on, and I got my
combat boots.
I've got my claw arm in one hand, a block of wood, and the Swiffer mop in the other hand. And I'm like, okay, we've got this. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, and it's like sitting there, and I'm like, okay, how do I? And so I reach down with the claw hand, and I grab the grasshopper, and the spider runs away, and I'm like, oh shit! So I throw the grasshopper, and then with the Swiffer mop, I whack the spider, and then I just start stomping the shit out of it. And then I picked up its dead corpse with the claw hand, and I walked down to the drainage system on the side of my street, and I just scraped it off, and I went back inside and went back to work.
So you had a brick of wood or a block of.
I mean, it was a small block. Like I would have had to have really gotten down there, and like at that point, like the reach is now shortened. Like, dude, I mean, like my claw arm is like this big. I mean, you can't. It's big. It's like a 3-foot claw arm. And I was like, I feel like this in the Swiffer mop. Yeah,
Right.
you know, it's good size. You know, it's all about how you use it. And I figured
Right.
with those tools, like that would probably be my best bet, and it worked out. And then I looked up online, and I was like, I need to get like 5 gallons of like some ortho pesticide shit and spray it all over the house because I ain't dealing with this again.
He did it once, folks.
Did it once. That's all I needed.
Doing it again.
Like listen.
You got the T-shirt.
We had to deal with cockroaches a few times in the last place, which oh my god, dude, the fucking we got out of that apartment
as we've covered
at the best possible time.
Was there another incidents? Oh,
there's now a flasher.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I
Barry
mentioned the rotting pot of food, but there's a pot of rotting food in the stairwell.
Yeah. You didn't mention that one.
One of the residents had to strap the door to the railing on the stairwell because somebody broke the latch off the door so it could be open from the outside.
Fuck,
dude, it was so
downhill quick.
If you're moving into an apartment, folks, be sure to read some reviews, ask lots of questions, tour the premises, talk to residents if you can, because, you know, not saying all apartments are bad. Shit can go south.
Not all apartments.
Hashtag not all apartments, but yeah. Like, we never really had to deal with pests or bugs, and now I'm like, I got killing fucking Black Widows, got to go up against fucking Hawkeye next. I don't know, man. It's...
You've had a hell of a week.
Hell of a week,
and you weren't even in a hurricane.
It wasn't even a hurricane. I mean, it felt like a hurricane.
Well,
it's a hurricane of emotions.
I was in a hurricane.
Where are you?
Listen, Elsa let it go all over us. So yeah, we had the tropical storm or hurricane or whatever the fuck it was at the time. Elsa making her way through the Gulf, coming up through the Tampa, kind of, and then over towards the Orlando area. And so we're basically like, you know, this is the first thing of this kind since we've been here. And I'm like, all right, you know, do I get sandbags? Do I gotta board up my windows? Like what's proto here? I want to make sure I'm following protocol.
Follow proto.
Exactly. So I was talking to the wife, and she lived here forever, and she's just like, "Oh no, nothing's gonna happen." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean nothing's gonna happen?" Like I'm getting, they're fucking waking me up with weather alerts in the middle of the night, like to take shelter and shit. And she's just like, "Nah, don't worry about it. It'll be fine." Like, okay, Well, I feel like we need to at least go to the store and get some preserves.
Right.
Like,
Some
I think
jams.
a case of water.
Yeah.
Some jams, some jellies, a couple Chef Boyardees, that sort of thing. You know, always good to have. And so we go and do that, and makes me feel a little bit better, type of thing. And so we were all prepared for Tuesday or yesterday, which would be Tuesday, for it to hit. And it was supposed to hit at 4 p.m. That's when we were really supposed to start to get some weather.
Right.
Type of thing. 4 p.m. comes, 4 p.m. goes. Nothing's really happening. I'm like, okay, all right. Look up on the weather app and like, no, it's 8 p.m.
Yeah, running.
Oh, jeez. So yes, and you know what? I'd much rather deal with no snow forever.
Right.
But anyway, so 8 p.m. comes, and it starts to rain a little bit. I'm like, all right, it's coming. Here we go. Nothing really happens.
Nothing
really happens. And then it's like, I'm looking at the thing, and it's like, all right, well, it's really not going to pick up until like 2 a.m. And I'm like, I have things to do. You know, I gotta go to sleep.
Like, make up your mind.
I'm I'm going to bed. You do what you want to do.
Sure.
Type of thing. So I will say, like, during the middle of the night, like a couple times, like the wind kind of woke me up a little bit. Like it was windy, but it wasn't like windy enough to like knock my $50 grill over that I have in the yard. So like it wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. It rained like a motherfucker though. Like my yard was completely flooded.
Oh, dude, yeah.
When that happened, but I tell you the worst part about the whole fucking thing, about the whole hurricane that came in, was the goddamn frogs. I swear to fucking Christ. Like 6 a.m. I'm hearing nothing but the loudest fucking frogs you've ever heard in your life croaking outside. And there must have been 10,000 fucking frogs. Like it was so loud. Really? It was so fucking ridiculously loud. It woke me out of a sound sleep.
Where do they come from? Like, do they just burrow into the ground?
Where do they go?
Where do they go? Where do they come from? Where do they go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
I don't know.
The idea of Axe going to the grocery store asking for a jar of preserves.
Sir, where are your preserves? We're in a hurry.
Where are your preserves? We're in a hurricane's a coming.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know, like the frogs were fucking loud at like 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I'm like, I need to sleep. I have a job to do. I gotta wake up, that sort of thing. And then I walk out, you know, in the morning. It stopped raining a little bit, but like the yard's flooded. And then I swear to Christ, I hear the garbage truck coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't put down my garbage because 4th of July.
4th of July.
I thought they'd be a day late and $1 short.
Okay.
And 2, there's a fucking hurricane. So I'm like, they ain't taking down the garbage.
Well, aren't they like the post office?
No, because they never fucking show up. Well, okay, they're a lot like the post office. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But so I'm like scrambling in my slippers, like sloshing through my lawn, trying to put my fucking garbage down so that it doesn't, you know, I'm not holding on to it for a week in the hot fucking sun. So like that was basically my hurricane experience, was like a lot of fucking rain, some loud ass frogs, and now I need new slippers.
Dude, it has been so humid here lately. This has been the wettest like this year. Like since we've moved here, this has been the wettest time period. Texas drought and Florida floods. Like we're not in a drought right now. I mean, at least not in Austin. Like Austin has been getting rain consistently on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like our house, terrible fucking drainage. So the moment it sprinkles, like everything's flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida does get some serious droughts. Like actually, when we first moved here, it didn't rain for like 3 weeks in a row, and like our grass was all fucking burnt, and
I
like
burnt
I
my
mowed
grass.
it too short,
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. And then like since then, it's rained every day.
Yeah,
it's rained every single day.
That's one thing they don't teach you about in school. Like, hey, don't burn your grass, because like, so we were trying to get the water. Like, we were trying to get a water filter installed because, as I've mentioned on other shows, we basically had like pool water coming through our pipes.
Yeah.
So we were like, hey, we need to get this thing installed like as soon as possible. But because of the poor drainage, they couldn't get to the side of the house. So I shut down the water irrigation system that they installed, which I think is part of the problem because I'm pretty sure some of our spigots are stuck underground. So it's just wetting underneath the ground on top of it getting wet on top. So yay us. But yeah, like because
so you fucked that up.
Because what?
So you fucked that up.
No, I didn't fuck anything up.
Oh, okay.
That's the way it was given to us, sir.
It's a gift.
I had word. Oh, we did that survey. I had words. But like there was this moment of sort of realization I had the other day because I was out back and I had to like water my lawn, essentially. And I was just like, "This is it. This is me now. Just sitting here and fucking tank top, water my lawn."
And how did you feel about it? Did you feel relaxed? Did you feel like
confused, lost, weirdly at peace? It was very like
Well,
calming.
that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. It was like a little. This is my zen. This is my new. This is my new.
I was like, ooh, I didn't get that side. And I was like turning the nozzle, so I was like, ooh, let me hit it with the jet. And I was like, trying to kick stuff up. I was like, how far across the lawn can I get it? And I was like, I need to put this away. This is enough. Being a grown-ass man, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And listen, folks, you can follow these two grown-ass men every Wednesday night right here, youtube.com/BrainWreckTV. We are doing this show, Brainwreck Live. This is the flagship show for this channel. And if you like fun game shows, if you like making fun of assholes, then be sure to tune in each and every Thursday night because we play Don't Be an Asshole. It's the internet's favorite game show. It's the show where we peruse the subreddit, Am I the Asshole? We pull stories all within a similar theme and topic. We read them on the air. We judge them in hopes of crowning a new royal asshole each and every week. We've got the Axanon Files coming out. We've got State of Sunshine coming out. We've got Sunday Brunch once a month. At some point, I'm gonna be doing shit again. I'm just tired. I need a nap.
So on that note, let's talk a little bit about the Axanon Files.
Okay, hit us.
Because I've been working hard.
Oh.
I've been working hard.
I've been hardly
to get
working.
This show ready.
Trying
to get this show off the ground, and I think it is just about time. Now we had talked. I think it was last week. We talked about public access.
We did talk about public access last week. Yeah.
That's right. So I was inspired by our conversation last week. And I said, you know what? The Axanon Files really needs to be a show that's on late night in a time that fucking nobody will ever want to watch.
Good.
And I think that'll be part of the charm of the show.
Okay.
So
make sure
I also wanted to format it to what we also had going on across the network in general.
Okay.
So that, we're not confusing the audience too much. So I think that maybe Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern time might be the home of the Axanon Files. End your weekend. With a little knowledge.
It'll be
a little truth.
Oh my God. 10 o'clock Eastern on a Sunday. That was the kickoff for Adult Swim. Those were my favorite times.
There you go.
So be sure that set your computer up in a dark room, get into bed, snuggle up. Take a little Benadryl,
get your tinfoil
pop
hats.
a Benny, get your tinfoil hat, just sit back and enjoy. Because listen, we talk about this stuff before the show. You're gonna go on a ride. I don't know where that ride's gonna take you.
I don't know where it's going,
but just remember it's satire, folks. Anyways.
He's scared. He's so
I'm
afraid.
so worried. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm afraid somebody's going to be like, hey, do we need to send this in to somebody and have them take a look?
Bergman, this is how you grow a channel. Odd times for launching new products.
Exactly,
Hey, you know what? I figure, we were talking about it last week. It's a need. It's an itch that is not being scratched. And you know what? I think I'm that back scratcher.
You're the guy to do it. Scratch that back.
I am the guy to get a solid disclaimer. Are you trying to say the one before this show it won't hold up?
I don't know.
So I think it's all encompassing. I'm hoping
it is. I mean,
because I don't know what I'm going to say.
We might need a bigger compass.
But here's the thing, folks. Axanon Files is going to bring you the truth. It is out there. It's more than likely with the aliens. We're gonna figure it out together. So come prepared, take some notes, and we're gonna have ourselves a good old time.
It'll be fun. If anything, it'll be fun.
It is an entertainment show, folks. Just keep that in mind too. So we're warning everybody ahead of time.
Yeah.
But
get ready.
Don't get ready. Don't ask me for sources.
Yeah.
We're throwing all the information out for you. But for this show, for this week, I've been Jason Axe.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace. Say bye. Say bye. He says bye.